I am Renee, I'm Sergeant James, and today we're gonna talk all about being a 68 Whiskey in the U.S. Army. So we are gonna talk about training, we're gonna talk about after training, and we're also gonna talk about how 68 Whiskey training and all of the good things that you get from being a medic in the Army transfers into the civilian world. So let's get right to it. So everyone has to do basic training, period, point blank period. They're gonna teach you how to be a soldier. Once basic training is over, they're gonna send you to AIT. In AIT, you learn your job. I chose to be a 68 Whiskey, so I went to Fort Sam Houston. All medical goes to Fort Sam Houston. So the first phase of AIT, you are going to study and prepare to pass the National Registry EMT test. You will become a certified EMT basic. This is the civilian certification, and the first part of AIT is dedicated 100% to that. Now, because of that, the beginning of our training, we have a more structured look than some of the other MOSs because they want us to focus and pass that test. After you pass the test, we start the whiskey phase, that is phase 2. You learn trauma lanes, you learn all the different procedures and processes that you could possibly do as a medic. And then phase 3 is Camp Bullis. So Camp Bullis is our field. I wanna say it was 2 weeks. It was an extended period of time that we were in Camp Bullis, but you go out, you get familiarized with all of the equipment, the gadgets, and then at the end of your time there, you're doing trauma lanes, you're doing night missions, you're doing all the things that you could possibly need to have had exposure to. So you've graduated AIT now. Now what? You go to your unit. You could go to any unit as a 68 Whiskey. Guys, any unit. Every single unit in the Army needs a medic. I'm currently at a training facility. I am at an AIT right now. I'm cadre though. I'm no longer in AIT. I'm the people that when you were in AIT was working. That's me now. I also was in a hospital, and then I was in a medical brigade. So I will explain a little bit more about those in depth, but other places that I haven't been to that I could possibly potentially go to next are a forward surgical team. You can go to an airborne unit. You can go to a line unit, which is dealing with infantry. Literally every single unit that they have in the Army, you can go to. You can go to an embassy. You can work as an aide. You can work in the White House. Possibilities are limitless. So where I have been, I can kind of expound a little bit more about those for you. So right now I'm in a TRADOC environment. I'm working with quartermasters, and I am the medic. I am Doc.
Can we rock? What's up, Doc?
No one else knows anything medical, anything remotely medical they come to me for. I am their knowledge base of medicine, period. It starts and stops with me, okay? In the hospital, everyone was medical. Every single solitary person. You have LPNs, you have RNs, you have CNAs, you have phlebotomy, you have everyone there who's medical. You also have a bunch of other medics. So that's a different type of environment. And then the third type of unit that I personally have been at is a medical brigade. In this type of situation, an entire brigade is everyone medical. So all 68 series, and the entire brigade has to run. So I was fortunate enough to be in a staff position where I actually learned other tasks. It makes you more well-rounded to be able to learn something outside of your job. Now, I started there, but it could happen at any point in your career. So as you guys can see, to be a medic is to be well-rounded. You have to learn and know your job, but you are able to do so many different things because you can thrive in any type of unit. Now, let's talk about different trainings that are out there. So I am a National Registry EMT basic, which I got in AIT, but I'm also a paramedic, which I got after. So there's paramedic training that the Army is now offering. I completed it's called DECM, it's Delayed Evacuation Casualty Management. So Delayed Evacuation Casualty Management DECM course, it teaches you how to treat a patient for longer if you had to. There is also critical care. You could become a flight medic. There are so many different opportunities that you could have in the 68 Whiskey field. Now, let's say I'm getting out of the Army. What can I do now? First of all, just about every college is going to take whatever training you have, whatever medical training you have take it to your college, they will transfer it to make sense with what they offer, and you actually earn college credits for your military training. Now, as a 68 Whiskey, you get a lot of different medical skills. I think I got like a basic anatomy and physiology. I definitely got like medical terminology. So there's different college courses that I got just because I am a 68 Whiskey. Then I have that civilian certification. So even if you don't go on to be a paramedic, you can be an EMT basic on an ambulance.
Yeah, get to the radio. They go off on 97.1. Oh, oh.
Maybe you want to become an RN, which there are bridge programs. To become an RN, you already started and know the terminology and started to learn the information. So there are so many different things that you could do outside of the military because you got that training as a 68 Whiskey combat medic. Training is just there to kind of give you that initial knowledge base that you need, and then once you're done training, you go to your unit and you learn what they have to offer. You become well-rounded. Even though my first duty assignment I was in a staff position, it still helped me in my career. So later, as I earn more rank and I get different positions, I still know how the Army operates because I was in that staff position. Had I never been there, I would have to learn so much more in the positions that I am doing currently. So I feel like I've been a 68 Whiskey for 6 years. When I first joined, I was like, I'm gonna be a nurse. Right? And I ended up being a 68 Whiskey, and I feel like it is the best decision that I made. We are the heart and soul of a lot of units because we are here to keep our peers, our battle buddies in the fight. Just go on YouTube and Google different trauma lanes and 68 Whiskey training. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of information out there about the training and the way that we train. But we get down and we get dirty, we get in the nitty gritty. We're pulling and dragging and using fake blood and having fun.
Cap.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again, Ricky, for asking me to do this video. I am so honored. And definitely, guys, if you have not subscribed, definitely subscribe to his channel because he has so much information on here for people who just want to know a little bit more about what we do. So thank you guys. Have a great day. Bye.